Villa Torlonia, still the private residence of the Duce, is just outside one of the gates of Rome, the historic Porta Pia, and on the Via Nomentana, an old Roman road. The gardens of the villa, green all winter, provide a wonderful playground for Romano, 10 years old, and Anna Maria, 8, the youngest of the Mussolini children. Bruno still lives with his father and mother in the villa. Both Edda and Vittorio are married and have homes of their own. Edda is the wife of Count Ciano, Italy's foreign minister. Mussolini usually gets up at 6 in the morning. He rides horseback every day. Office in the Palazzo Venezia every day between 8 and 9. Ercole Borato, his chauffeur, has driven the Duce's car since the March on Rome. Borato also is a racing driver. He holds one world's record, won in the Duce's car. He says goodbye to Romano and Anna Maria, who are waiting for another motor car to take them to school. Mussolini's car starts down the highway, over which the ancient Romans once tramped, and over which, nearly 2,000 years later, the troops of King Victor Emmanuel II marched into Rome. A regiment of Bersaglieri led the king's soldiers through the Porta Pia. Past the royal palace, past the Trajan Forum, across the Piazza Venezia, into the palace. The head of the government goes to his office, where he finds Dino Alfieri, Minister of Popular Culture, already waiting for a conference. He calls the Foreign Office to talk things over with his son-in-law, Count Ciano. Meanwhile, Romano and Anna Maria are at the regular Tiber Street City Grammar School, not far from the Villa Torlonia. In the Italian elementary schools, boys and girls go to the same building, but often have separate classes. In the third grade room, Anna Maria, shy but charming, hurriedly finishes her writing lesson and goes to the blackboard to recite arithmetic. In the boys' 5th grade, Romano, dressed exactly like the other boys, distinguishes himself in a geography recitation. From his father, he already has heard about many of these places firsthand. His teacher took part in the March on Rome. School is dismissed at 12:30, and Romano and his sister start home in the company of an attendant from the Villa Torlonia. Every day at noon, a small crowd is always waiting in front of the schoolhouse. Not curious spectators, but relatives of the school children come to escort the little ones home. this afternoon, Countess Eda Mussolini Ciano and Count Ciano happened to be watching a football game. Bruno goes for a flight in his airplane. Mussolini attends a meeting of black shirts. And at the end of the day, he leaves the Palazzo Venezia and drives home to his family. Like every father of a family, after a tiring day in the office, Mussolini likes to read his newspaper after dinner. Anna Maria has other plans. There's a projection room in the villa, and Anna Maria knows that a new film has just arrived. Father really does want to read, for a half hour at least. Mrs. Mussolini, being an understanding wife, refuses to join the conspiracy. But Anna Maria, for all her shyness, has inherited her father's steadfastness of purpose. She returns to the fray, with Romano as an ally. What chance had the father